Hello YouTube, I am back after too long and I can only apologise. Things got really busy, work got really busy, I got stuck into my own prep and I just let this fall by the wayside. But moving forward, I'm going to get back on the YouTube hype, I'm going to get back on doing some content here. I have had some of you kind subscribers message me and ask if it's coming back because although there are not many of you, some of you are interested and I want to just kind of give people an insight into my world. So, like I said, I think the last thing that I posted on here or uploaded on here was during lockdown in the UK, so some training footage from home. Since then, obviously, we've come out of lockdown, and since February this year, 2021, I have been prepping, and I finished prep just under 2 weeks ago on the 1st of August. So it was a long prep, it was a weird prep, because for a good chunk of that time, I didn't have a set show. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Today is going to be a little bit of a look back over the prep itself, give you some insight there. But more importantly, it's going to set the foundation for moving forward because I want to keep these videos consistent just to give people a view of what I'm doing and my goals moving into 2022. So yeah, like I said, the prep started in February. It took a while to get going because of the unknown factors. But I did 2 shows. And I did 2 guest spots as well, so I kind of made it worth my while, so to speak. It was without doubt the best prep I've ever done. I got in very good condition. I held fullness, which was my main priority this year, through prep, and I was very, very happy with the end package. The final body weight of the morning of the show, my final show was 294 pounds. The last time I competed in 2019, I was between 286 and 288 in the morning of. So that's a good 6, 7, 8 pounds of muscle gain since 2018, which is a huge amount, especially when I look at previous years, recent years, where I'm maybe adding somewhere between 1 and 3. Then the main reason for that is I'm training with the giant, Jamie Johal, who's a good friend, and we've been training together in his gym for the past year pretty much, and we've got big plans moving forward over the next few years to really step our physiques up and make some serious sort of progress there. So yeah, prep itself, again at this point I'm not going to go into the too many details. If anyone wants me to or has any specific questions, then please ask and I'll either answer them in the comments or I'll do a separate video. But the prep itself was really smooth. You know, I finished on minimal cardio, I finished on higher calories than I had in the past, I was having refeed weekends. And yeah, like I said, I was really, really happy with the look. So what I'm going to do now, just going to show some pictures from the shows that I did, let you guys kind of see where I got to, how I looked, and then I'll give a little bit of wrap up of the results and how I felt about those. So just a few pictures, I hope you don't mind entertaining me here. But yeah, as you can see, hopefully, you know, this is the best I have ever looked. I was so happy with it. Yeah, you know, heavier, bigger, as lean as I have. Condition's never a huge issue. You know, I'll go through some judges' feedback shortly. This is the top 5. You know, really stacked class and heavily muscled dudes there. Some guys bringing incredible shape, incredible muscle parts. And it's a pleasure to stand on side. There we all are. I came 4th. And then there's just a little bit of a guest pose clip here. So I will let you enjoy that. So there we have some pictures from the show, and we have a little pose video from the guest pose. I wanted to put that in there because I think realistically the guest pose, which was a month before my show, a month after the first show I did, so I was in, show condition for well over 2 months in total. I think the guest pose, if I'm perfectly honest, is probably my best look ever, but of that season in particular, of the part of the season just gone. The feedback from the show I came forth was that I was a touch flat, which I will agree with, of course. However, I tried very hard to be full. Leading into that show, the show was on a Sunday. I started carving up on a Monday. I did 5 days of 1,000 grams of carbs, 1 day of 500, and then obviously show day, I had 2 meals in, so probably around about 200-300 grams of carbs. Still flat. It's a learning process. The bigger I get, the harder it also becomes to fill out. So although I was more aggressive this show, I still need to learn more. I still need to eat more. I still need to do more. But this is it. This is why I love bodybuilding. This is why I love coaching myself, because I take this feedback on board, I make a note, and I get better. The fact is as well, next time I step on stage, I will be bigger. So my chest, for example, which is a flat body part, I will put tissue on there. It will look fuller because I will have more tissue there. Now the result is self. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Those who follow me know that I love bodybuilding. I focus on self-progression. I focus on being my best. And the fact that I was my best made it a lot easier to take. But 4th place is not what anyone comes for. I wanted to win. I had some people who I truly respected say that I could win. I'm not huge on personal self-belief. So yeah, it was one of those where I got 4th. I went, off stage, sat in the car, 30 minutes, processed it. It did feel a little bit shitty. That's the realistic, the real answer. I'm not going to kind of be like it was all roses. But I'm someone who can take that quite quickly and look at the positives, remember the positives, remember how good the prep was, know that I look good. It takes a lot for me to say that. I am my worst critic. So the fact that leading into the show, I knew I looked my best. On the day of the show, I know I looked my best. The results are what they are. Bodybuilding is bodybuilding. If you're going to get completely over obsessed with placings, you're going to live a very disappointing life. So again, it didn't take me long to focus on my personal progress, and again, knowing that I can do more and I'll do more. So yeah, that was it. Judges' feedback was flat, friends' feedback was flat. My tan was a little bit light. That was my decision. I wanted to go with a lighter tan. The guest pose I did was a lighter tan, and it came out really well. But again, learning. No one is to blame but me, and I take full responsibility of all my decisions. I still would stand by them now. So that is bodybuilding. That is where we are at. And now, where we go moving forward, I will let you know shortly. Okay, so moving on from the summary of prep. Some of you notice I've got a different t-shirt on. It's a new day. It's Sunday now. I'm going to post this video later today. So plans moving forward into 2022. First of all, my priority is just to make sure that health markers and my internal health is in a good place. I feel fantastic. This is now 2 weeks today post-show. I had 1 week of training twice a week, just upper body sessions. The diet that week was pretty instinctive, but I've learned from my past mistakes not to kind of overindulge because of the rebound and how shitty I feel from water gain, weight gain. I've done a post recently on my coaching Instagram, IGTV, if anyone is interested, on my thoughts on the rebound. But basically, it isn't a period to add stress to the body. It is completely the opposite. Prep is very stressful, so I'm trying to deload. So I had 1 week just training twice a week. Last week's training was back to full schedule, but absolute baseline volume, no failure sets, really feeling my way through it. It felt great. I feel great. Mentally, I feel refreshed. It's been a really busy week, or a couple of weeks with work, but I just feel on top of everything. So that's the main thing. So moving forward from here, it's going to be getting back into prep, back into full training, and I can't wait. I'm really excited for tomorrow. A new week, a new training week, a new block of opportunities. So I'm going to be pushing on hard there. My training split is going to stay the same for now. So that is Monday, push with a shoulders emphasis. So kind of push is basically shoulders, chest, and triceps. Then Tuesday is hamstrings and back, Wednesday is rest, Thursday is a second push session, which is a chest focus session with shoulders and biceps, and then Friday is legs. Weekend off, 4 days a week. I ran that all the way through prep. I never thought I'd run such a low volume approach or low frequency approach. I've always trained 5 times a week at least, but it worked so well. Now moving into the off season, there is potential to add a 5th session, in which case it will probably be an arm day. But the way my current weekends are stacked up, it's just not realistic. I've got clients competing from now through to whenever, and that is a big priority for me to make sure I'm there for them and to get the most out of kind of their preps. I'm super excited about that. Again, you know, the past year has been fantastic for business growth as well as personal bodybuilding growth, and I want to keep kind of dominating that and capitalizing on that and growing in all aspects. Big 7 weeks coming up. My training partner Jamie Johal is doing the UK Arnold's, the first UK Arnold's there is. So I'm going to be pushing him all the way in training, making sure that he puts everything into that. Not that he needs my help, but you know, I love the guy and I want to make sure he just puts the best on stage. So can't wait for that. I'm going to be there. I've got a couple of clients, or a few clients actually competing in the amateur division at that UK Arnold's. So there is a lot going on, along with a few other things in the pipeline that I will keep you in the loop with. So yeah, that's it. Current training I've gone through. Cardio I'm going to stick with 20 minutes, 6 mornings a week, along with a couple of short walks a day, just to stay on top of overall fitness, body fat and health and digestion. And then my food for now is back to the full plan, potentially the odd treat going in if I feel like it, but realistically I only enjoy eating food when I'm kind of eating with my girlfriend, and she's on prep at the moment, so it's going to be pretty much on plan. So training day calories are just about 4,000 and non-training day about 3,400. So mediocre. They're up from obviously prep, but not a huge amount. Basically, I'm still kind of letting my weight settle. It seems to be settling around 301 pounds every morning. And then I'll obviously adjust that over the coming weeks. It will kind of gradually creep up. As my training intensity goes up, the food will go up. I'm not looking at slamming on loads of weight in this initial phase. I'll get blood work done in 2 weeks, see where we are, make some changes to kind of health protocols if needed, and take it from there. But I'll keep you guys in the loop every single week. So that's a nice little summary, nice little wrap up. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for staying with me, and there'll be more regular content coming your way. So have a great Sunday or whatever day it is when you watch this, and I'll speak to you guys soon.